Hello everyone and welcome to a brand series on the channel. This series we will be building up Dublin's tram system, but not only will we be building up the current tram system in Dublin known as the Luas, the Irish word for speed, but we will also be building up the future planned extensions, for some of which they have the actual detailed routing, for others which we will have to use our own creative liberty. So, should be quite an exciting series. And without further ado, what we're doing in today's episode is we are building the first tram line that was launched in Dublin in the 21st century. Now, Dublin, like many cities, particularly in Western Europe, had trams in the 20th century. However, unfortunately, they were removed because buses were deemed to be the future. Nonetheless, the trams were reinstated back in Dublin 70 years later. So much like what happened with London, where the original trams were destroyed and then the London tramways surfaced in the 21st century. So today we're building the first Luas line that was launched, the Luas Green Line, running from Sandyford, which is in this area here, to St. Stephen's Green. Now this line has since been extended, but those extensions will be part of a future episode. So basically, the way this video will work is I am going to build a depot. We won't actually be launching lines because that's just too complicated. Well, when I say it's too complicated, it just requires a lot of effort. And when I say effort, it just requires me to actually do the signals and all that, which I have to actually figure out how to do. And more the interest of this series is to actually see what the alignments will look like on the map, and rather than actually having the lines running, because realistically it's a 2D tram. You can get better first-person tram rides in City Skylines or Transport Fever 2 if you want to be very fancy. So that kind of thing. Nonetheless, let's get straight into it. So we're starting off here in Sandyford, which is where the depot is for the Green Line, although since then there's been 2 depots launched. So basically, we're going to build the stations first, and then I'm going to connect the tram tracks, because that way it's just easier than building the stations and then adding in the tram tracks. Now, I won't use capital letters for the station names because one of the keybinds actually ends up muting my microphone, and this is my microphone. This is the 5th time I'm recording this, so I'm not risking it. So yeah, we'll have to ignore the slight grammatical nuisances that will be incurred. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We're going to go here to create a new depot, and we are just going to chuck this depot in. And yeah, we leave that there now. No problem anymore. Now, interestingly enough, the depot seems to be quite small. It should be really big. I think it's a bit about the dimensions on this aren't the best, I think. But anyway, that's not the most important thing. So I'm meant to be building a station. Create a new station. The handy thing about this is that the stations are basically demarcated by little lines like this, which basically say where the platform starts and ends. So that makes our life a lot easier. Okay. And now we just rinse and repeat. It's going to be very exciting, placing some stations down. Who doesn't want to see this? So we just chuck her in like that. Fine. Moving on. And we go here. That's fine. And we keep going. This one, I think it's because now here we are in Baladi. This one starts from here and goes all the way to here. Yeah, see, each platform is 55 meters long because the trams that we use here on the Green Line that are used are actually 55 meters long, some of the longest in the world. Now, obviously, when this was built, they actually were shorter because these trams. Oh, this was meant to be elevated. So, these trams were meant to be. These trams basically. Originally, they were 40 meters long, and then the platform, since the cross city basically connecting finally the red line with the green line, they're basically 2 tram lines in Dublin. They added in extra longer trams on the Green Line because the Green Line was already at capacity as was, and basically it needed more capacity because in Dublin, unfortunately, we have very few good transport like light rail and heavy rail. So we rely heavily on buses, and well, buses aren't really the most efficient way of transporting people generally. Buses are obviously good, but they're for mass transit. There's usually there's usually quicker ways such as underground, but unfortunately that's just been being postponed. But look, less about transport policy in Dublin, more about just building this up. I've missed a few stops here, so yep, there you go. Now, also, another fun fact about the Green Line is this section here that we're building up between Sandyford and St. Stephen's Green has actually been built to metro standard. What that means is that it can be easily upgraded so that metro trains, which is another form of light rail, can be run on this. So basically to make it like an overground or a metro. And this was actually proposed as part of the Metro North policy in Dublin, but unfortunately due to what is called NIMBYism. NIMBYism basically is a phenomenon known as not in my backyard. It's where basically some individuals, usually who tend to be in the higher income, like to oppose things that might make their life a slight inconvenience. And unfortunately, in Ireland, this tends to be sometimes quite rampant, which basically means that a lot of projects sometimes take ages to do. For instance, if you just take a look here, slight sidetrack, but there's meant to be a cycle lane built along here. But what happened was one local resident complained that they wouldn't, the horror of having to, it was something to do with basically because they're going to cut traffic, make it one way. And, obviously them having a car is the most important thing. It's more important than climate change and promoting cycle safety. So they objected to that. So, yeah, there you go. Now there is no cycle lane. So there you have it. But yeah, basically, there was some people were not happy with this, with the roads being closed. Because obviously to make a metro standard, they'd have to close off some of these roads here. And this would basically mean that some people might have to make a slight detour. And there still seems to be slight of a car-centered mentality. Obviously, with climate change, a lot of people need to be moving away from this car-centered mentality. But basically then what that meant is that some people posted that. Now, I'm not sure if that's the actual reason why they decided not to make it metro standard. See, the thing is, these plans change all the time, and at this point, the question is, some people don't even believe it's going to be built because it's been on it's been planned for years now. So there's that side to it, but yeah, there was some opposition to it. And in the end, I think what happened was the metro's now only running to. It's only going to be running to Charlemont, and then this will just remain operated by the trams. But again, this might change, or this might be outdated, or might yeah. But basically, I think that's the latest that was happening there. But that also might be due to budgetary constraints. But yeah, there's basically a lot of parish pump politics going on, which sometimes it makes things hard to get done. And this, if you take a look at any of the forums that discuss these projects, this kind of sentiment will be reflected within them. But anyway, that's completely tangential and irrelevant to this video. But for those of you who like these kind of fun facts, or for those of you who have any thoughts on this, do let me know what you think on this regarding this matter. But anyway, I'm just going to continue on. Let's build now our station. Where was I? Yeah. Oh, sorry, this is meant to be elevated, yeah, yeah, that's the problem. So, we're going to go here to +3, and I meant to elevate the flipping station. There we go. Is this no, I don't want this on ground, I am bleeding. Okay. I think I click this first and then +3. Oh wait, I'm building a, why am I trying to elevate a depot? You can't do that. Let me make sure the microphone's still on, yeah. Oh, no, sorry, I'm in the wrong place. We're in the wrong place. Now, the other handy thing, as you can notice here, is that basically this little, what's this called? Beigeish line represents where the tram goes, so it's quite easy to follow along the route. Also, I've done this video 5 times, hence that's why I know exactly where everything's going. In case anyone's wondering. Let's just fix that up. Oh, wait. Okay, so now we go to here, and is that elevated? Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. Harcourt is right here somewhere. Oh, yeah, there we go. Fine. So now we just need to go back to ground. Chuck that in there. The platforms, I think, are a bit too wide. But okay, it's fine. Okay, now let's color stations. So these are the stops. So as you can see here, we now have our outline. I'm not really sure what these white yolks are meant to represent. I think this just represents basically the kind of catchment area, I want to say, of the tram line, potentially. Basically, within what walking distance or whatever, within basically this area here, people would be using these trams, because obviously if you're here, it's a bit too much of a walk. The thing is, for some reason, I don't know why, they have the names of some, basically some venues. I don't know why. I think it's completely irrelevant. Like, I don't need to know that this, like, John's Gymnastics Club is there. Like, this is completely irrelevant to someone who's just trying to build up a railway. Like, all you need is these, like, place names like Black Rock, Stillorgan. But anyway, okay, that aside, let's now build, oh, sorry, we need to rename everything. This is very fun. I don't want an automatic name because the automatic name is not helpful. So this is Sandyford now. Again, I'm not using capitals just because it conflicts with the shift key. Shift M conflicts with my keybinds, and then I have to be thinking about that. So it's just better play it safe. Basically, also the way the automatic stop name works, in case you haven't realized, it just takes the name of the closest stop. This is Kilmacud. Not a very well. This is one of the lesser used stops in the Green Line. Well, as you can see, it doesn't really serve anything there. It's just, yeah. Well, it kind of does, but it's just like, compared to the places, not much there. This is, what was this stop? Balali. And I spelled that wrong. I've missed a few letters. There we go. Yeah, imagine a stop has a name just after some yoke there, yeah. Not very useful, although that's happened sometimes. This is Windy Arbor. Some of these names are actually interesting because, yeah, Windy Arbor, for instance. Like, why is this called Windy Arbor? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, this is Milltown again. You know, it's because it's not actually the name of the district area like that. But that's how they've called it, so that's what we're gonna call it. I think this is Copper. I might have the order wrong here, but I don't think it is. That is how you spell the Beechwood, in case someone, one of these are like, oh no, that's not how you spell Beechwood, it's B-E-A-C-H. Well, it's B-E-E-C-H in this case. This one's an interesting one, because Lovemore is basically an English and Irish word. The first one's English, the second one's Irish. I don't know why it's like that, but anyway. Charlemont rather than Charlemont. I think like Mont's the posher way of saying it, isn't it? Charlemont. We're still recording audio. Perfecto. This is, I know, this is so exciting. Me typing into a little box. Who doesn't want to see this? Harcourt, and then finally St. Stephen's Green. Yeah. Okay, I'll save this once I actually do this. Once I have just gonna save this now. There's something about 2 bad hours. What is that? Save game. Save. Overwrite. Yeah, that's basically overriding one of the previous ones I recorded, but clearly due to lack of audio. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you guys don't want to hear me talking, but due to lack of audio, I'm just going to overwrite that because obviously, whole idea is we do this series all on video. So now let's start with the tracks. This is relatively straightforward. Now we're gonna leave them with blueprints, and maybe at some point we'll build up the blueprints because I have to make sure that it's all aligned properly and that kind of thing. Fine, perfect. Then we go through here. I think these like lines just kind of show you. I wonder what exactly they're trying to tell you. I guess it's telling you which way the line would be heading. Kind of gives you an idea of the direction. So yeah, it is useful enough. I presume there's some sort of mods that actually let you have some of the original train lines in these places pre-built. Would be handy if they did have that. Okay. Why is it doing that? Fine. Kill my code. Now, there might be some underpasses here, which should be technically marked by tunnels, but we're not going to be that precise. So yeah, apologies if I'm disappointing anyone, but it's probably not many that will be disappointed by this. Most you probably won't even know too well, like won't have a very... Probably most you won't even be aware much of this line, because obviously you guys probably haven't been to Dublin or are... Yeah. That's where you might be. So, oh, wait. Yeah, you have to zoom in. I'm not sure what these little lines denote, but yeah, there you go. Again, not the most accurate, these little zigzags, but hey, tis what it is. And now what we need to do is do a underpass. Like so. Okay. Yeah, so I think the underpass starts here. Yeah. For flip's sake. Let me just start the undercross. Yeah, just start the under. No, see, then it's starting from all the way there. Although I think that's actually is technically underground. But look at. This is technically above ground level, so technically it's not a tunnel. Yeah, so this doesn't actually intersect the road. So I'm not actually gonna bother doing a liquid tunnel because it's technically this road is above the level. Technically this is on because it's not a tunnel because basically this road is just a bridge. When I say it's a bridge, it's more of an overpass. So yeah. Okay, fine. This is telling us where the bridge. See, this tells us when the bridge ends. That series, The Bridge, quite a good series. Do recommend it. I need to rewatch it again. Actually, has a one of the. It's interesting. I think it was season 2 of that show. What happens there is I think that basically terrorists that spread a attempted. Well, yeah, they basically attempted to spread a virus across Europe, which obviously this kind of well, obviously doesn't parallel exactly, but it's kind of like it has, given that we're in a pandemic, and people at the start time they were watching this stuff about the viruses. It's kind of something that's I guess comes close to the home bar, the terrorist side of things. But yeah, I think Contagion is kind of one of the closest comes closest up. I really like Contagion. I found it a bit meh. It was like when you think about like in exactly nothing kind of like what was happening. It actually end up happening, but yeah. Okay. This is going to annoy me. Will you go away? No, I don't want the epoxy. I want this without these flipping grey lines. Fine. We're nearly there. Don't think this is. Yeah, I was actually saying on the previous videos that obviously failed to record that they've seem to have gotten the districts quite right, but I don't think that. I think this is part of Dublin County Council here. Maybe it's part of the near that down. Maybe it is. Huh. This is known as Dublin 6. So yeah, this is the affluent area of Dublin. Oh no, it is Dunleary. Oh sorry, I was getting confused. It is still Dunleary right now. Never mind. Never mind. Uh, that's not accurate. Yeah, sorry about that. That was not accurate. Fine. There we go. Much better. Why is this? Why is this still a bridge? I don't want a bridge. If I want a proxy bridge, I would have chosen the flipping bridge, wouldn't I? Okay, let me just go back because I don't think the bridge, the viaduct, I don't think is that long. This, yeah, well, maybe this is overground the whole way through the park. Look, it's fine. Why is this building a bridge if I have ground selected? This is what I don't get. Why is this? Oh no, no, that's not a bridge. No, that is a bridge. Is it? Oh, I'm building. I don't know. I want to build tram tracks. That's why. I was like, why is that not the same? Okay. No, we can fix that. The alignment here is not ideal. Yeah, let's get the alignment right. Let's be a perfectionist. Okay, fine. Yeah, get rid of those annoying grey lines. There we go. Nearly. All this little additional data that we don't really need. Ah, so if you got the alignment perfect, then it won't. The grey lines will be hidden. I see. Also, interesting how they do the bridges here. They basically cut off like that. I think that's just so it can tell you when you haven't done the bridge correctly. But this game says, oh yeah, you can adhere to realism, and that's how. That is how it is the case that you adhere to realism. Okay, we are getting there. Keep going. And then actually, yeah, that's fine. No, it's not. So let's fix that. No, not fixed. Ah, for flip's sake. Okay. Ching, ching. Nope. Oh, so it's meant to be overground. Yeah. So plus 3 again. Yeah, you see, this gets very exciting. Nope. Speed limit is 60. These can actually go up to 80 kilometers an hour, especially on this section where it's overground. Although Jenny's 30 to us. Well, it might be. No, I think it is 80. It's 72. I don't think it's 72. It's the bus is there. Why is this pivoting that way? Which I don't want it to do. Hey, if I wanted to pivot that way, I would have pivoted it that way, don't you think? This has the autocomplete, which is very annoying. I don't like autocomplete. If I wanted the autocomplete, okay, so I'll have to zoom out here. Yeah, also these the bridges on this tram are quite iconic because they're always like red. When I say iconic, they just kind of stand out. I think this used to be an old rail line. Because yeah, some of the this Luas system was actually just built on old rail lines. Okay, and then this goes back to ground. There's a car park here, so if you're wondering why the road's underneath, that's why. Well, presumably. No, I don't think there is. No, this is not even connected. Oops. But again, there slowly but surely. Because this Nimby Rails, when you look at the menu, it kind of has like, oh, you see the little lines. You're kind of like, oh, that looks cool. I see the lines. It's kind of like you have the map of the lines. What are all these points meant to mean? I don't know what the hell all those numbers mean, but anyway. This is like literally the only part that's on street of this line. Yeah, so most of it's segregated, which adds to its efficiency because you know it can go much faster than on street. There's less signals and all that, so that is the usefulness of having these things on street. Yeah, see, this is the thing when you do that, you have a lot of these yokes that are kind of in the way. Nope. Go this way, then go this way, then this way. Nope. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, no, I don't know why it's doing that. Hey, no. Come on, come on. Maybe if we go this way. No, it's still doing that, huh? Nope. Yeah, we're gonna get there. Ah, nope. Ah, yo, what have I done here? We're getting there slowly but surely. Is that connected? Yeah, okay. Just get about the angling right. But yeah, as you can see, getting the angling right is proving to be a rather more complex task than one would have assumed. So, actually, when speaking of angling, we're not even, yeah, get this on the right side. Yeah, I wasn't even on the road properly. Yeah, angling's decent there. Ta-da! Okay. So, that's it. There it is. There is the line. So, this is our line running from Sandyford to St. Stephen's Green. And as you can see, it looks quite good. Pretty much where it runs along in real life. So, I guess you can see it here. Like so. There you go. The stops, a bit too big looking like all this. Sometimes it's nice, I guess, to just see kind of like the outline of all these. Maybe that's just because I have no lines running. Okay. Map options. Oh, let's see if I get rid of this. Oh yeah, there you go. Now you can kind of see what it looks like. There you go, there are the station icons. Oh, we do want the map labels though. Yeah. So yeah, off to a good start, I think. Yeah. So that is that. Let's just fix up Stephen's Green quickly. I say Stephen's Green, I mean fix up here. This. Oh no, I need to build this. No, I don't want that. Yeah, I know you want to tell me what to do, but yeah, see, this wants to tell me where to put it, but I don't want to put it there. I want to put. Wait. No, this is not how it should be. Yeah, this is annoying. I don't get what these little two bad angles. Ah, that's like a bad angle, I guess. Am I still my mic still working? Yes. Okay, and no, we'll get there. Yeah, what is this? Is this like what is this? I don't know what this is. And it's very strange. Come on. Ah, yeah. Oh, this is annoying me. This is annoying me. Oh. Oh, you can go this way. So, fine. No. Align this like so. Oh, that's terrible. Almost there, yeah. Just a bit more. Yeah. You see? Oh, no, that's perfect. I think. Okay, folks, that is that. Thanks for watching. Until next time, and bye for now.